Hey, this is George.
It's Frank.
This is Real Talk with George and Frazier. What's going on, Frazier? How are you?
Not much. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good, man. Sitting in the car here.
Uh, Sorry about that. Let me interrupt you right quick. Today we got a great show today. We have Mr. Derrick Lester. Come on, coach. And he works with the youth of our neighborhood. So he should come on shortly. Oh, here's George. Hey, George.
Hi. Sorry about that. I don't know if you guys lost me or not, but I'm sitting in the car. Can you hear me?
Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on 1 minute.
Okay. Let's technical difficulty.
Craziness. Craziness. Let me see.
Mike is down
Frazier,
low.
can you? Okay, hold on a minute. Can you hear me now?
No, still can't hear you.
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, nothing.
All right.
Oh man.
All right. Give me 1 minute.
Hello? Oh. Can't hear you for some reason. Oh. Well, no interruption. But we're back on today. Today we'll be a special guest today, special show, helping youth. You know, we had a couple of programs coming up to help the youth and everything like that. We're gonna piggyback on a few episodes. Hold on, here he comes back again. Let's see.
Can you hear me now?
A little bit. I hear a little bit now.
All right. Sorry about that. Um, you know, trying to sit in the car, man, and handle this show. It looks like my mic and everything,
Oh
but
yeah, probably Mike. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
yeah, my mic sounds like that should be working. So really not sure why you guys can't hear me per se. But can you hear me now? Okay. Too funny. But now I can't hear you, Fraze. Fraze, you're muted. Yeah, you're muted.
How about now?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Now I hear you. Okay.
All right.
Wow, kind of funny first time, huh?
Yeah, sorry about the technical difficulties. I'm trying to run this and be on the show. I got a championship game I'm gonna run into in a few minutes.
Okay,
I
okay,
just want to
okay.
make sure that
Gotta bring this on.
yeah, man. You laughing at my scully, man. Yo, it's cold up here in Jersey, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Well, I'm in Florida. We ain't got
Yeah,
that cold up. Don't be
I'm
jealous.
sitting in the car. How about that? That's too funny.
Oh man. Oh man. I gotta tell you the story, George. I saw today. Kind of touched my heart today. Little 15-year-old boy found in Louisiana. You heard the story yet? Have you heard the story?
Now, go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't want to say the name because it's still upgoing. I want to throw nothing, whatever. But 15-year-old boy went out on like a play date, whatever. Then come back. Moms went to police, asked him to put an ambulance out. He been gone for over 24 hours. They refused to do it. And I'm like, dang. Then they found him dead.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And nobody knows what happened. They say he drowned. Now, yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, I look at it this way. Two things I think they're probably really bad on. Which, no, I don't say touch because I have a son. You have a son. So,
Right.
that's the touching subject, especially when it comes to somebody losing a little kid. No matter what it is, what color, whatever it is. But the fact of the matter is that the police, like, I mean, going through the Amber Alert, like, really? That's crazy. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, that is crazy. So let me ask you the question: did he know how to swim?
They don't think he drowned.
Okay.
The parent don't think he drowned.
Okay.
So the parent wanted a second autopsy, and they refused to give it to him.
All right. Well, let's people will raise enough money to get the second autopsy to find exactly what's what.
Exactly. That's them. Okay, too. I mean, I think the federal matter for this child 15. I mean, regardless of the situation, that's your job, officer. You go look for a little boy. You don't
Oh
know
yeah,
what happened. You
no
know.
doubt about
I mean, think about. I mean, like when I was growing up. I mean, they were more care about kids more. You know, kids are more a priority. You know, like you'll never see a kid go missing no matter. No, you care what that color. They care. Those are kid.
it.
You know,
Right.
look at you with a
Absolutely.
kid. You know, and now it's like kids are like not treated like animals. You know, which is not fair. I mean, that's crazy though.
Crazy.
But
Yeah.
going on that subject, change the subject, a little more happier subject. Got somebody actually keeping the kid off the streets. So coming there, I think he had a little technical difficulties. He was trying to get in also. So let me see. Okay, he popped it in. Let me see some here.
Okay.
It said the device not connected. So hold on. He probably having a problem with it.
Oh, tell him I know. Trust me. I had a little bit of issues myself with this phone. I'm trying to do this show, but this happens. Ladies and gentlemen. But we're still here trying to make it happen. So
Exactly.
he will definitely be coming on. Definitely excited to talk to him for a few minutes and see exactly what he's doing. Because we like to have people on the show who basically, are in it for the youth. It's very rare coaching and volunteering your time and being a big brother or sister. You have to have a passion for that. It just doesn't happen. You know, if you're doing it for any other things, a lot of times when we volunteer our times or we teach or do a lot of different things, we do that for free. You know, Nobody pays us for that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
it's just crazy when it happens. So
Exactly. That is true. That is so true. Oh, I'm trying to add him. Hold on. Uh,
we lost a little bit of light.
yeah, I think you have a problem with the. Jeez, hold on.
So I did at least. I lost a little bit of light. So as
Oh
long
yeah,
as you guys
right.
still hear me.
Remember yesterday, remember? Like
Oh, yeah, it's crazy.
we had a funny time, right? These are the funniest shows ever, don't we?
Oh man, you gotta take the good with the bad when it comes to this technology, man.
That's true.
Glad to have it.
Well, definitely. We can't. We have technology. We're going to do this.
Gonna be able to do it.
No, it'd be a lot harder. You said, can this device is not connected? Hold on. Shoot. Can we do? And
He's having an issue connecting.
yeah, it says connected, but then when I go to click on to add them, it doesn't allow me to add them.
Well, you have to kind of wait for a little bit until you see his face.
Okay, it says his device is not connected.
Yeah, it's not connected fully. You gotta wait to see his face.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so tell me about this. Tell me about this championship game. Who they playing? Who they playing today?
Oh, they're playing Rumson here in New Jersey. This particular fall league, this is the last game for the fall league that we had when we came out of the summer. We have to remember that we had a short summer for basketball here. Well, it just wasn't us. Everybody had a short summer due to COVID. So we started basketball late, and then we had a couple games in, and then now all of a sudden, coming into this fall league, just letting the kids stretch their legs for these last 2 months. And then, we're going to go. So they played 2 games yesterday, but as everybody knows, yesterday I was on the show with our guests. I couldn't make it. So now that they made it to the championship, I wanted to do 2 things at once. I wanted to come in on the show and say what's up, and I'm going to pop in about 5 minutes and go watch my son play this basketball game because, regardless of anything that you do, you don't get these times back. And I'd rather be here and be participating in this and his life than sitting here and hearing about the stories. So it's definitely all good.
That is so true. That way, I'm on those days, right? The fun days. We play boys, play sports. Can't get them back though. Can't get them days back. Can't get them back.
Tell people all the time, this is not a dress rehearsal. This is life. So, all the decisions that you make, you got to make the right decisions. Me, I'm very cognizant of being a present father, not just hearing about it, but being around, seeing my face, me seeing your face, interacting, you know, because once these kids leave, brother, they leave and they're out the house, they're gone. You don't get those times back. You may have some times with your grandbabies, but you're not going to get the times back with your kids. And those are the memories that, we try to make, in today that matter, so it's definitely all good.
He connected. He said need to add him, but when I go into it, it says his mic and cam not connected. That's why I can't let him in.
Oh, okay. So he did. Just tell him to turn on his microphone and camera. Ask him if he can see us. Sometimes that's a difficulty as well too. So.
Well, he didn't take me back yet. He's there, but I don't see him. Well, the action is now. So dang, it is so slow. So, what's the record? What's the record anyway?
I'm texting that right now, brother.
Oh, okay. He said, I can see you and hear you, but I don't know how to do it. Oh, so you don't know how to go back.
Tell him if he's on a phone like me to go right ahead down to the bottom of his phone if he's using his phone. Very simple, and just touch the microphone and the camera. Because if he can see us, the problem is we can't see him. If we can't see him, we can't turn him on.
Gotcha. Bottom and click on mic and cam. There you go. Got a text instruction. Do that right quick. See if you get this time. He bobbed out and bobbed back in. Thank you so much. Oh man, so what time the game starts? So team good?
The team is good. The game started at 8:00. You know what I mean? So I wanted to make sure that the guests came on, and I kept you company. I just want you sitting there rambling. You know what I mean? For 15, 20 seconds. We may have to edit that particular piece out. So definitely crazy, but definitely all good, man.
I don't see him. Hold on.
I'm blessed. I must be here by a tower, man, because my Wi-Fi is booming right now. I've never seen 4 bars in my life. So it's crazy. Crazy.
Hey, make sure everybody report the news. Hey, make sure you tell who won the game.
Oh yeah. Definitely gonna do more than that. It's definitely all good.
Then I carry the cam.
Okay. Well, if he can't get his cam on, it's just a simple button. Let's see if we can probably do the interview without his camera. So that way we just have his microphone.
You don't think you know how to do it, so give him a call right quick. You don't know how to do it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. When you doing it, you probably have to
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong because I'm hitting that little button, but I hit the camera button, the mic button. I don't know if it's something on my end with my phone, but I see you guys, I hear you guys, and
okay.
You guys are doing a great job,
Yeah, because I think we can't see you because that's why we can't add you because we can't see you or the mic and the cam not on, right? That's why we can't hear you.
Right, and I'm trying to turn it on, so maybe it's something I got to get another phone or something because I've been hitting the little mic button and the camera button, So that's what's been going on. But I guess, man, we go right ahead. How y'all doing out there?
Good. It's this way. Here we go. You gotta do it for him.
Yeah,
All right, beautiful.
maybe God's trying to tell me something. It's time for a new phone.
You got a flip phone?
No. I don't got a flip phone. You know, I don't got an iPhone either, but I got a phone. You know, just you know, one thing about me, so I try to teach the kids. I got a lot of kids I work with these days at time, and I try to teach them the importance of value. And you know, we're not teaching the kids that in these days times. And kid comes to me and say, Coach, if I don't get another, he broke his phone. He said, if I don't get another iPhone, I don't want a phone until I get another iPhone. So I asked him, I said, well, what is the purpose of having a phone? And he said, to communicate. I said, my point. Now, if you can get a flip phone, but just a phone that you pay $29 a month and keep a line of communication, that's the purpose of the phone. But these kids will have to keep working with and teaching them value, you know, because they don't understand value.
That is true.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Everything in this society is quick. Microwave. We got to have it quick. We got to have the latest and greatest. But, you know, sometimes you have to go to basics. Sometimes you have to go to basics. And the best way for them to learn that, you know, is through life experience. You know, there's going to come a time when they have to eat those ramen noodles. There's going to have a time when they have to eat that can of tuna fish, you know, because that's all that they have. You're not always going to be able to eat the steak and the chicken, you know.
That's so true.
Right. And it's about and that's what we do within our program in Hard Knocks. You know, I try to set these kids up to understand life and put them in a position that they can win later on in life. I got a couple of teenage kids that we have a summer job employment program. One of the requirements that they have to do, they have to open up a bank account. And then once they open up a bank account, the other requirement is that they have to put away $50 every paycheck. They get paid every 2 weeks. So they have to put away $50 every week in their savings. You know, they got to save that. Those are just some of the requirements to get the job. So they know this prior to the job. Well, hell, what do I get some of the kids want to spend all of their checks right away, you know, and then I get some of the parents are upset because I got the program where they have to save money. And I told the parent, like, do you want the kid to be like you, living from paycheck to paycheck? Or you want
yeah, that's right. Go ahead and tell them. Break that cycle, because that's the biggest problem in our communities is the fact that we don't know how to save, okay? Our counterparts understand what it is to save, what it is to put away 10, what it is to invest 10, what it is to live, you know, give 10 to yourself in your pocket and then live off the 70. You see what I'm saying? We never were taught that at all. Everything, check come in, check come out, check come in short. Oh, we out here hustling.
Right. Yeah. Right. But that goes into teaching these kids value. Like for a prime example, you know, it's okay to get some things that you want, and that's okay. But let's just look at value and let's understand the logistics. Okay, you go get an iPhone, right? iPhone gonna cost you what? Probably $1,000, right? So that $1,000 of an iPhone that you get, understand that phone is going to depreciate because you know you're going to be using it's kind of like a car. It gets older, and the value of it's going to go down. So let's just say the intelligent parents are teaching their kids. Say, look, son, we got $1,000 right here, right? So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get us a $100 phone and take the other 900, and we're gonna put it into the market, and we're gonna let it roll over for us. So that $1,000 that you went to buy a phone with, the intelligent folks put 9 of it into the market, and so now that $1,000 is making them more money.
Exactly. That's true. That is so true. That's a value lesson I teach.
So this is what I'm teaching our kids here in South Florida through our football program, and you know, helping some of the top athletes throughout the country get to college. You know, we've done a lot of great work with a lot of them. We helped Amari Cooper. I don't know if that name rang a bell.
Yeah, rang a bell.
You know, guys like PJ Williams. Shucks, we even got a chance to. It was an honor, pleasure to work with the best quarterback in the National Football League. Just want to see if you know who that is.
Best quarterback? Wait, that's debatable. The best quarterback is sit up there the best quarterback now. Right now, it's Tom Brady.
Who do y'all think is the best quarterback in the NFL right now?
Right now, I mean, total, I'd probably say Tom Brady. Much I might not hate to say it, but I'm gonna say Tom Brady. I mean, we call it championship wise.
Tom Brady's old, man. He's not. He can't even run like Lamar Jackson. Come on.
Oh, you ain't say young. He been around for a couple of decades. As you can see, seasons. Okay. Now you say young quarterbacks. Now we got
who's the best young quarterback. That's
okay. There you go. Now we getting better. Now we narrowed it down. Yeah, I would say Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson. So
we got a chance to work with him. I'm telling you, Lamar Jackson probably one of the best phenomenal kids I've ever got a chance to work with throughout our program because he would drive away from Boynton Beach to be a part of our 7-on-7 club, drive all the way to Cooch, about a 2-hour drive. And, he would come every week. He had practice one day a week. He would come every week to be a part of it. And I looked at him and I said, you're going to be something special because you go over and beyond Call of Duty, and he wanted to get better. And that's what a lot of our kids need to understand just in life, Gerald. Whatever you want to be in life, you have to go over and beyond duties. If you want to be a good lawyer, you got to, I always encourage kids, if you want to be a lawyer, you got to be reading a lot and you got to be writing a lot.
Exactly.
You got to be articulated a lot. These are the things that's going to make you great at whatever you decide you want to do.
That is true. That is so true. You're absolutely right. And that's what Coach does. Coach prepare you for what life is. I tell you all the time on the show, football is like life. You get beat down, you get taken down, you tear down, but you build yourself back up. You learn from your mistakes. You improve. You make yourself better, And that's one of the good things I saw your program was doing. Some of the pictures, some of the guys and stuff you're working with. And that was phenomenal, especially this day and age where kids who don't always get a chance actually get an opportunity to live their dream and get a chance to actually obtain the dream. It's a wonderful thing, That's one of the good things.
The big thing, too, is that, you may get a chance to see some of the work we're doing, some of the pictures and stuff, and you see a lot of the success stories, a lot of the kids that do well, but, my line of work and my mission goes beyond that. I really have a passion of working with kids that have a challenge in their lives, mainly a lot of the delinquent kids, that we get in our program, and I'm able to reach out to them and touch them and allow them to change their lives. Now, there are very few of them that, it just didn't go the way I wanted it to go, but we got more success than those. We had a kid that lost his life 2017, more than good luck. One of my favorite kids, but it's crazy because his best friend ended up killing him.
Oh, wow.
And it was like a gun shootout. Supposedly somebody came to shoot his friend, and while he was hanging out with his friend was running and just shooting, not looking back, and accidentally supposedly hit him. Well, the touching part about all of this is that 3 years prior to 2017, the kid that killed him was also part of our youth group.
Oh, wow.
And it was touching because I had a chance to work with both of those kids, and they both was good athletes. But the one thing that they didn't have was the willpower and the want to be successful and not be a part of the street life. And that's where we're headed at with a lot of our youngsters because they're fascinated carrying the guns. They're fascinated listening to the rappers beef and all that bull crap and they're poisoning our babies with. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
yeah, you're right.
So that's what I deal with too, and I work with and try to motivate them. Like, look, and they love these young rappers. They love the Lil Durk. They love the Quando and all these guys. And the guy just lost his life, King Von.
Yeah.
And I talk to my youngsters. I say, yeah, you guys listen to these people and stuff. But the problem is, what I can't understand is that they have an opportunity through their gift and music. When are they going to say, you know what? I want to follow into the footsteps and be a big guy like Puffy and own other stuff, or be like JT No, they want to have guns, run around, and beef with everybody, and you're making millions of dollars. They got a chance to change your life and a lot of other people's life. But it's crazy because some of them just fascinated by the street life.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, wherever I grew up at, that was a fun thing. Either streets or play sports. Either or. And like some things, some people wasn't blessed to have mentors. Some people wasn't blessed to have that extra person say, "Hey," in the extra ear, like, "Hey, don't do that. It's not worth it. It's not fun. It's not cool." But then our day and age, we didn't have a lot of technology we have now. Our rappers actually rap words you can understand. Our rappers back then spoke about their life story, how to improve your life story, how to get what you get. Rappers now will project an image that you can't obtain unless you do certain things. Or, like, for example, simple, like, say, respecting women. I mean, there's one, you call women bitches and hoes and whatever. Then again, she's my friend. I mean, still on the radio. But, but that's what they like listen to. They can't hear what rappers say, we beep it out. They like, no, they will never play it. And
that's what they and not to cut you off, and that's the crazy part about it, because this poisonous stuff. When we come up, they had their vulgar stuff, but it wasn't as poisonous as it is now. When I come up, I'm thinking about Will Smith. It's summertime. Everybody hit the flow.
Exactly.
I'm thinking about 69 boys, come on and ride this train.
Exactly.
I mean, everybody's having fun. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? I mean, with Ja Rule.
Yeah.
It was some fun music that you enjoyed. It was the kind of music that put you in that position where you enjoyed it. But this music they listen to today, it's about you gotta have a gun, you got an op over there, and you're gonna kill an op, or you better be ready and this
exactly.
that. I mean, it's like, wow, 20, 30 years that changed like tremendously.
Exactly. You remember? And back in the day, radio was not even allowed to say even a curse word on the radio. Certain things you weren't allowed to even say on the radio. Now it's illegal. But now you can hear rap cussing on the radio. You hear that stuff. You can now a norm. It's a norm now. I mean, you look at that LL. They didn't have to curse. I mean, you look at that they say Will Smith, and then you looking at even DMX. DMX was, I consider gangster rap back then, but he didn't do that much cussing. But you know what he was talking about. Rough Riders. I mean, those people that was same era, almost same criteria, but didn't do the scream they do now. They didn't pretend they was fake this, they fake that. Now I'm gonna go back Ice-T. You got Ice-T.
They had some values and morals. You know what I'm saying? These rappers don't have no values. They don't have no morals. They don't have no coach. I'm gonna give you a prime example. No coach. I'm studying the King Von situation. I'm just studying it and learning and doing some research. Because I like to research this stuff because it helps me with when I'm working with these young guys. I seen a video of King Von. He made his first $100,000. In the video, it says that King Von shares his first $100,000 with the hood, meaning all of his entourage and everybody that's around him. So he's at this table for money, and he's disputing it and giving different ones what he wants them to have.
Exactly.
So I'm sitting here watching this, and I'm saying, he needed a coach to say, you know what? If I'm going to give away money, these people going to work for it, and I'm going to set this thing up where they'll be paying taxes, and they will all get checks because this has become a legitimate business or a legitimate production company, if that's what they were part of. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Right.
And then on top of that, when you're doing the distribution, you don't have 30 people in there. You distribute money in front of, because people get jealous of each other, depending
just
on
gonna say that.
if someone get more than the other. You know what
exactly.
I'm saying?
Why he get more than me and all that.
Right. So I watched that. Then after supposedly, they killed the young man, but sorry to say, it was his homeboys that went to his house. Now remember, these are some of the boys he just shared his money with. Went to the house and tried to rob the house, which is very unethical. No, you let him leave his stuff for his family, his mom or his kids or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, yeah.
But that goes to show you that they need more people like myself, yourself, in their lives, because these young people, they think they know it, but they don't.
You're right, exactly. That matter of fact, you remember one NFL coaches, he's coaching on any other coach. He came out of coaching because he said young players in the league need to learn how to manage their money, how to maintain. They're young, and nobody out there tell them how to spend their money properly. Don't go blow your money on a car or lease a car when you invest in a restaurant or a business that will keep your money going even after you play ball or something happen, injury. They don't think long term. They think short term. You know, that's a bad way to maintain. But as you say, if you don't have the mentors in place to teach them how to maintain long term versus short term money, then guess what happens? You get they want to be on TV all day smoking weed or do stuff they got a little bit of doing.
And that goes back to values and these kids having good role models that are going to teach them how to invest and how to try to follow in the right directions and follow in the right footsteps. And that's not really what it goes to. And we just need more good people like you because, I mean, I understand them. It's a challenge for them because I was young. And I had cousins that were doing their own thing, and I wanted to be around them because it fascinated me. But I had a father that kept his foot on me because my mom died when I was a little boy. But my father kept his foot on me, which I'm so proud of him. And that's why I went in the direction I went in. But I know how easy it is to choose that direction. So I'm not sitting here being a critic. I'm just praying that God bless these kids to choose the right direction to go, you know?
Is that true?
I understand them. I understand them. We all had those cousins that done wrong or made a lot of money that, you know, we wanted to be affiliated with. You know, when I was a young boy, you know, I rode with guys. You know, they all had guns. We got pulled over. Thank God the police never looked in the truck. You know, I was about 14 years old. You know, we went to Pac Jam. You remember Pac Jam?
Oh, you what? Come on, Pac Jam. Come on now, Pac Jam. Come on. That was a thing back there, boy. But people Pac one room.
And I lied and told my daddy I was going to my cousin. Some bullshit, you know, because my daddy was kind of tight on us. He just didn't believe in letting us go to anybody, everybody out. That's how they were. But these parents ain't like that. Now, these parents let the boyfriend come over, the girlfriend, the bed, all this bullshit, you know. And that's why we're dealing with a lot of problems we have.
That's true. I mean, that is so true. I mean, like we were saying, same concept. Like, you had that boy, I was growing up, we had that thing of conscience. You know, that thing was so scared what your mama think about you, like, that little thing will show, like, hey, don't do that. What your mama gonna do? Want that boat whooping? No, I don't want that boat. I'm going to the other side, you know. They don't have that anymore because most of the parents work all the time. It's not their fault. The parents work. They have to work. They have both have work 2 or 3 jobs, you know, just to make ends meet. And so it's kind of hard for them to do both at one time. It's kind of hard to watch your kid at the same time. When you got to work 4 jobs, by the time you get home, you're tired. You ain't really trying to do anything but sleep to prepare yourself for the next day. And a lot of kids take advantage of that. And then now they find, mentorship through other groups like gangs or bad influences, homies do things they're supposed to do. I mean, that stuff, it kind of weed them in. Like, to go back and pick up what I said when I was a coach. And one of the things I thought with little 5-year-olds, and one thing you learn from the 5-year-olds is that they pay attention to everything you do. They mimic everything you do. I mean, if you go out and curse all day, they're going to curse right behind you. If you're a coach that's always angry and frightened, they're going to be the same way. They mimic your personality, you know. So, and observing, I learned that from them. I didn't know, first I started coach, I didn't know that. I'm like, what a kid. And I told them, kid, wait, he sounds just like me. What the hell? He sounds just like me, you know, like. And I learned that from. So I thought modeling my coaches to show more of a leadership role versus more of like, hey, do this, you gotta do this. So I would tell the parents all the time, don't expect us to win the first 3 games because they're still learning. You know, let them learn. Let them get a chance to feel the learning first before you start criticizing them, saying we're not coaching or we're not teaching nothing, because they have to learn it. They're first timers.
Right. And that's something like, especially with the younger leagues.
Yeah.
Like I have a special place in my heart for the little kids because I think at that age we're teaching them. We're working to win, but understand that we can win or we can lose. If we win, this is how we deal with it. If we lose, this is how we deal with it. So you teach them how to be a good football player, then you also teach sportsmanship and you teaching character. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? And I just think at that age, no coach should be cussing the kid out. I hate when I go to a game
Exactly.
and I see these coaches are cussing the kid out, and I understand the kid just ain't good enough, coach. I mean,
Exactly.
what you gonna do?
But like I said,
kid,
not to cut y'all. Not to cut y'all. I used to say a lot of times that I never said a kid not good enough. I said a kid wasn't taught or coached better. I mean, sometimes you kids this way.
When I say not good enough, this is what I mean. Let me break it down. Is that the kid that's in front of him, he may have more talent and maybe stronger and faster than him.
That's true. That's true.
That's what I mean. But I understand what you mean by coach. Now, it's the one thing when you got a kid who's same strength, same speed, same talent, and the coach is not there. And that's where we go in, the coaches. But there's another thing where this one kid is just bigger, faster, stronger. And, just say, for example, this kid playing offensive line, and he's just getting his butt whooped. He's getting his butt whooped. Then, coach is chewing out the kid. In those type of situations, coach had to understand the logic of football. Like,
exactly.
If you got this defensive lineman that's kicking this offensive lineman in the ass, because it's one thing if the lineman is taking the shit and the other kid is not better than them, but the lineman don't want to be coached. It's another thing when he can't do it, then that's where the coaching strategy comes in at. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, you're right.
Where you may have to run a double team, you may have to do a cross blocker or catch him off guard.
A down block,
like
exactly.
that, you know what I'm saying? So, those are things that, as coaches, we once you've been around this thing a long time and you got the real, in your heart, you're coaching because you want to see kids get better, you understand
exactly
what I'm saying,
Exactly. See, me, I like the kids that ride the bench who nobody give them a chance. I like to take them kids and make them actually teach the time and coach them and teach them. And you find yourself, like, when you teach them kids, they're more appreciative of it. They're more accepting of your teachings. And once they see that it works, those kids become more diligent and more hungrier to want to get on the field, want to show what they got, what they do. And I tell the kids, you tell them, you'll get your chance. Just make sure when your opportunity comes, you show up. You show up. I mean, they'll use you taught. Why you teach them is, by me playing football, you teach them what my weaknesses was, I made their strength. I mean, so a lot of kids, like I tell offensive linemen, a lot of times offensive linemen don't have the endurance to go all full quarter because they sit on sideline half the time and nobody make a run. I did opposite. I got them in shape. My old lineman was running faster than the running backs. Sometimes they keep up the running backs.
And coach, and not to cut you off, and that's the best thing to do is to get the offensive lineman in shape, and whatever you can do, whatever you come up with in your coaching strategy to get those big boys in shape, because if they're in shape, you're gonna go a long way.
Exactly.
In the season, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, you got to make sure they're constantly working and putting them in game time situations. That was always my thing when I worked with those interior lines. It was always game time situations, and I kept my individual period. We kept moving. Past pro, we kept moving. It was like we move.
Exactly.
If you're gonna play line, you got to be ready to move for a good 5 quarters, as we would say.
Exactly. But I tell them more. Try more. I used to tell them more. I used to tell them football is mental. It's 90% mental, 10% physical. 90% of guy on the other side of you, he can be bigger, he may be faster. But now your technique come in. Now your skill come in. Now you know if he's speed, you the speed against him. If you want power, you the power against him. You got to learn how to learn your opponent. So how you teach them how to learn their opponents. Weigh their opponents out. You come at me, okay, how he beat you? He did left arm here, coach. So guess what? What did I tell you to do that time? Oh, yeah, that one move, coach. I remember now. Now you implement it. Now you use the technique. And I tell them all the time, work together. O-line that works together is very hard to beat. I don't care what anybody tell you. O-line that works together, and my philosophy always been, the center is the captain of the O-line. The quarterback is the captain of the center and the O-line. He tells the center what to do, the center implement it along the line and blocking protection. If something weak on one side, the center call the protection. Some coaches don't see the center as being an important piece. So a lot of offensive lines suffer because of that, because nobody tell the offensive line what to do. If a guy blitzes, quarterback trying to get back out of the pocket, he's getting tackled. He got time to coverage. That's why I say the center must learn the playbook just as good as the quarterback. Because you have that once you have a mentality.
And that's a concept across the board. If you can get intelligent, if you can get those real intelligent football players, that even makes you even stronger. I coached Lamar Miller. I was his position coach back in Mount McKinley, and one of the things I would do in my individual film sessions was I taught them how to read defenses, and then I taught them how to understand and know. The first assignment was know what they were doing. Once they know what they were doing, then they had to know what the lineman assignments were. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that helped them out along the way because they knew what everybody was doing. There were times that offensive lineman would forget his assignment in the huddle. They would be like, Lamar, man, I forgot what we're supposed to block. Like, oh, you got it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like that. So, but that helps you because now the backs understand the field. And that's what you want. You want even the line. You want the line understanding.
Exactly.
If you're a guard, you should know what the center and tackle are doing.
Exactly.
Your position. You should know what they're doing.
Exactly. That's why you notice now NFL is shifting from the higher picks now being running backs and quarterbacks to offensive linemen now. Because now the league realizes that the O-line is now an important part of the offense. O-line is not good, you're not good. And I had one kid tell me one time, my mama told me I don't play O-line because only fat people and slow people with no talent can play O-line. I want to be skilled. I'm a running back and can't run a lick. He can't get past the first line without getting fumbling. I think some part too plays a part. Everybody mentions persona that all the big paid players are running backs, wide receivers. But they figure out one thing: if the ball can't get to the quarterback, the ball can't get to you. And
that's something in the part one phrase that a lot of kids don't understand too, because when you're putting together your part one team, your lower weights, whatever, you got every parent want the kid to be the cornerback or the quarterback or nobody want to play line.
Exactly.
But what most people have to understand is that when you're playing part one, you're playing to learn football. Because by the time it's all over, none of those kids will probably play line.
Exactly. That's true.
So at that age they're learning football.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. And I was telling one kid, my son's cousin used to play. He had to play over the line. I told him, don't worry about it. Learn to block. Learn to block. Learn to play defense. Learn to play it. And when he got older, he ended up being a quarterback. Now, I didn't see it coming. I didn't think he'd be a quarterback. But it shows how when you're growing up and you teach them how to not be so selective on what position to play or do it better good for the team, it goes in life also. As in, you look better working at a team as an individual. You know when to ask for help, how to use your help or utilize your help. And you learn that position so you can play different positions. So when the coach asks you, son, I need you to play O-line. Yes, sir. And they find out more out in college. You probably read it in college. A lot of players don't play the same distance in high school when they go to college.
Right. So that's why I always try to teach the kids, just learn football. Learn how to play football. Don't worry about position now.
Exactly. Like when I was playing ball, like the coach would tell all the time, the best offensive player is the best defensive player. The best defensive player is the best offensive player. Because you look both sides of the ball. And that's what I learned. My dad was teaching the same thing. When he was coaching, I watched him coach. He'd tell the players, don't do this, don't do that. I said, what do you mean? Because you're letting the person go because you used to playing defensive line. The same spot, but now you're protecting. Before you pressuring, now you're protecting. So now you should already know what the guy gonna do to you because you already played that position already. So why the guy still beating you? You know he can go left or right. So certain things you learn at same way in life. When you go to a job interview, I'm gonna tell you get a job we want. He might say, you know what? You did so well. We got a little just open. I think you might be perfect for it. That we thought getting different just offer to you because you're not going in for one thing, but you're showing your talent that you do anywhere. Because I was growing up. You probably remember when you growing up too. You played wide receiver, we played cornerback, punt return. We played about 8 positions. It was no one position.
Right. Right.
You know?
Yeah, well, listen, I gotta run because
Okay.
I gotta get back to work and send out forms and stuff.
Before you go,
college coaches.
okay, before you go to cause I cut you off. Before you go, tell the audience like how to get in touch with the program. They have kids who interested in joining the program and the criteria of the program.
All you do is you can go to my Instagram, Lester Lester _Derrick DERRICK. Or you could just give me a call at the office, 786-443-2202, and we'll get back in touch with you, and then we'll tell you all you need to do to get your kids into the program.
Gotcha. Thank you. Appreciate you coming on.
My brother.
I appreciate you coming on, brother. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah, good talk. That was good talk. So today, we're in the show a little early today. So this show, one of the show, talk about school, stuff like that, whatever. Most important thing, you want to reach out to them. And also, if you need assistance, whatever, no young kids out there, more one thing, that whatever we do in life, it's one step at a time. Nothing better than the other. So keep your head up. Don't always take criticism as negative. Take it to build yourself up better. You know, football, basketball, whatever sport you choose to play, use that negativity to your ability and be positive, turn it to positive. All right? So tune in next week. This is Frazier. Thank you for listening to We'll Talk with George and Frazier. Check you later.